Hello everybody and welcome back to a brand new video. Today we're back with another episode of my max cash flipping series. Another just truly crazy week. I don't really know what's going on. Honestly, the in-game RuneScape market is kind of emulating the real stock market. Things are just kind of all over the place. I'm continuing to really try to flip some of the new nightmare items along with some of the high tier items like the Scythe and the Elysian, and we've had some pretty good luck this week. Anyway guys, I hope you enjoyed the video and let's get started. Okay, so we're starting this week off at 1,175 mil. Now this week I kind of want to emulate a bit of what I did last week and kind of just try to guess essentially what price I should be buying the new items at. For example, the Eldritch Orb. Currently it's showing at around 430 mil, but I'm going to undercut that a significant amount. I really don't want to end up buying it and having it drop immediately, so I'm going to play it on the safe side and we're going to go with 412 mil. Now on top of that, I'm going to be doing a Just This Year Armor Set combination just to kind of fill up the offer slots. And we're also going to have a look at the Nightmare Staff. Now I'm going to try buying it for 200 and we'll go for 210 mil. Now it looks like we instantly bought it actually. We pretty much had it right on the proper price. Okay, so I'll sell that back for the price we bought it for, and then we're going to undercut it a bit later and try to get a pretty good margin on it. Anyway, I'm stoked. Let's go ahead and get started. Okay, unfortunately, neither of those items ended up being profitable. We didn't manage to buy an Eldritch Orb at all. We did manage to sell back the Nightmare Staff, but after that, we didn't buy another one. So really all we have here is about a 1.5 mil profit on the Dragon Hunter Lance, an 800k profit on the Twisted Horn, as well as everything else, bringing us about a 3 mil profit. Unfortunately, not a very successful first day, nothing too notable, but hopefully tomorrow will be more successful. Well, I pretty much just did my staple overnight flips, but they didn't really let me down too badly. My favorite items over the last month or two have been the Dagonite Robe Set, the Cape of Skulls, the Ancient Wyvern Shield, and the Dragon Hunter Lance. I've been making pretty decent money on them pretty consistently. Like on the Dragon Hunter Lance, we just made another 1.5 mil profit. On the Dagonite Robe Top, we're going to get about 1.2 mil once everything is said and done. About 700k on the Twisted Horn and about 540k on the Cape of Skulls, bringing us about a 4 mil overnight profit. Okay, so now we're looking at the Nightmare Staff here, and there was another update that nerfed the drop rate to the Nightmare Boss, which means the price of the Nightmare Staff has plummeted about 30%. I'm not really sure if any of the other Nightmare items are crashing, but I'm really glad I didn't end up buying this last night. We're going to try buying it for 141 mil, about 20 mil below what the average price is right now. This is going to be pretty risky because it is possible for the Nightmare Staff to crash even further. I have no idea, but we're going to risk it, so I really hope it pays off. Well, once again, I managed to get a really good flip on the Nightmare Staff. I'm definitely not going to deny that there is a bit of luck going on here, but look at this. We bought the Nightmare Staff for 150 mil. Now, I definitely was undercutting the margin by quite a bit, or at least what I thought the margin was. It finally came through. I came back after half an hour and dumped it in here for 160 because it looked like it had risen up in price a lot. And look at that, guys, 167 mil we managed to sell it for. That means we just made a 17 or 16 mil profit, again, on a Nightmare item. So it's definitely a pretty solid combination of luck, but also I'm kind of mitigating my luck by putting in a pretty low offer, which I think, in my opinion, more often than not, you're going to come out ahead. So that is a really awesome profit. I can't believe that just happened. And it looks like we're going to get another really good profit on the Scythe. We're going to get maybe about a 4 mil profit on that. But yeah, man, these Nightmare items are paying off dividends for me right now. Not like my real life stocks. But you know what? As long as I'm up in RuneScape, that doesn't even matter. Well, I managed to sell everything off. We got another really good profit on the Scythe of Viter. 2.4 mil to be exact. Unfortunately, we only managed to really do one scythe, and the rest of our mid-tier items are pretty much all sold off as well. Now, one thing I'm kind of finding interesting about all of these updates recently is, well, as far as I can tell so far, the Nightmare items haven't really crashed. That is beyond the Nightmare Staff. Maybe they are crashing, but the volume is just so low right now that it's not even being affected yet. Even though the drop rates are doubled, essentially, they're just so rare to begin with that the quantity has not quite met the demand. So I think in the next few months, things are really going to start crashing. But for now, yeah, the items are pretty much the same price. Even some of them have gone up. Anyway, we're up to 12 bill. We're up to 1,207 mil, which means we're already 32 mil up on the episode, which is amazing. So I'm gonna go ahead and try to buy another scythe because it's been working really well. We're gonna go for 682 mil. As you get better at flipping some of these expensive items like the scythe, these other items seem like kind of pointless. So what exactly would be the next frontier after the scythe? Well, probably the twisted bow, and then maybe some really expensive third age items, and then probably some of the more expensive nightmare items. I mean, we're on a pretty large luck streak right now. We're bound to have a huge error eventually, but you know what? I'm gonna ride my luck till then anyway. Now, just a couple hours later, I ended up getting a massive margin on the Arcane. Look at that, there was a price check of about 700k or 650k, and I actually ended up getting about a 500k margin on 6 of them, which means I got about a 3 mil profit overall, which is honestly amazing for the price. That is definitely one of the easiest 3 mil profits I have ever done, and probably the largest margin I've ever found on the Arcane, which I am really happy about. The Basilisk Jaw is crazy right now. It crashed really hard after the Nightmare was released, actually down to like 23 mil I think, but now it's on its way back up, and we managed to kind of snag it as it was going back up. It was a bit of a risk. We bought I think 7 of them overnight, but we ended up with a 2.5 mil profit on that, which I'm really happy about. I also ended up getting about a 1.7 mil profit on the Dagnai Robe Top. So another amazing profit on the Dagnai, and about 800k on the Arcane, giving us about a 5.4 mil overnight profit. And I'm kind of lazy, so I'm going to go ahead and instantly sell everything off. But that brings us up to 1220 mils. So far, about 45 mil up on the episode, which is amazing. We're currently only around halfway done the week, so we have quite a bit of time to make a lot more money back. So first up here, I want to price check an Arcane Armour Set. Oh wow, I actually just lost 3.5 mil on that price check. What the hell is going on? Well, I guess we might as well try to buy it, because we'll make a ton of money if the actual offers come through. We're gonna try for 5 of them right now. Hopefully this will work. Well, I misspoke earlier. I actually got a 4.3 mil margin. Now, so far I've only managed to sell 3 of them, but that is still really good because we broke even on the first one and made a 4.3 mil profit on 2 of them, which means so far we have an 8.7 mil profit, which is absolutely massive on this item. Now, unfortunately, the rest of the Ancestral set just kind of sold off for around break even or about a 200k profit. Nothing major on that one. Alright, next up here, I am flipping the Nightmare Staff again. We're trying to get another like 4 mil profit. I mean, that's what's showing on GE Tracker, but we'll have to wait and see. No luck on the Nightmare Staff. Well, I guess we got 500k on that. But we did flip the Scythe twice for a 1.8 mil profit. So I'm really going to try to focus on the Scythe of Viter, because it looks like we're going to get a pretty good margin. Alright, look at that. We actually ended up selling it for a 1.4 mil profit, instantly selling it once again. That was an extremely quick flip, so I'm going to try that once again. Alright, well, something happened with my recorder, but anyway, after claiming all our offers, we were up to 1,232 mil. So it's about 4 p.m. and I'm just going to continue on for another hour with these items that really seem to be working well. Let's go ahead and lowball and offer in for another one of the eldritch orbs. I don't expect too much there though. Another awesome 1.4 mil profit on the Scythe of Viter. Unfortunately, we actually lost 4 mil on the Nightmare Staff, so one of our biggest losses of the episode. I mean, still, that's not a very big loss considering how volatile the item is. Bringing us up to 1,235 mil. Overall today, I think I made about 8 mil just on the Scythe of Viter. Now it is getting a little bit late, so I'm going to be going to bed here pretty soon. So I went ahead and chucked in a bunch of overnight flips. We got a few of the new items from the Twisted League. We're going to try for the Basilisk Jaw again, and ornament kits, stuff like that. Anyway guys, I'll check in the morning. Hopefully we can make even more money. Okay, so today is March 16th, and I'm continuing on with the Scythe of Viter because it just works so damn well. We just got a 1.1 mil profit this morning, and we're just gonna really just keep repeating that. It's just a lot more convenient to have one item that's giving you a 1 mil profit. We're trying to micromanage 3 different items that are giving you way less. Okay, so well, another amazing profit on the Scythe. We ended up selling it for a 1.7 mil profit, which is huge. That's a pretty big margin even for the Scythe, and really I just have not lost that much money on the item yet. Now, one thing I wanted to mention here is to finish my main account progress series on time, I did lend it 20 mil, which I'm going to be taking directly from my next cash disbursement. Not sure if that's a word, maybe it is. So anyway, we're 20 mil below what we've actually earned, but I'm going to take that into account at the end. Which honestly, this might be my last day checking in. It's been a pretty hectic week, as I'm sure a lot of you know. I'm going to talk about the whole world events in maybe a future video, but in general, my strategy over the next couple of months is just to, well, produce as much content as possible. Focus on RuneScape, which again is the reason you guys all came here. I know I am going to have a lot more time on my hands, and I'm sure you will as well, so hopefully you will enjoy a continuous supply of content. I swear, as soon as I'm trying to finish my last recording for the video, some guy always goes outside and starts blowing his leaves around. Like, really? What is the point of a leaf blower even? The leaves are just on the ground, they're not hurting anyone. But finally, we have everything sold off. It's the end of the week, and let's just see how much progress we made. Keeping in mind, I lent out 20 mil, so we're gonna have to add that onto the total. Let's just go ahead and hit collect here. That is bringing us up to 1,233 mil plus 20, which means we're at 1,253 minus where we started, which was at 1,175 mil, means we made 78 mil this week, which is pretty much right on where we want to be. 78 mil profit in 1 week is awesome. I would like to still try to do better. Like the first half of this week, we did better than the last half, but overall, we're still making lots of money. And at this rate, I think we will be on track to make it to max cash in under 6 months. So generally, I'd be transferring to my main 25.8 mil, but as we already gave him 20, I'm just going to transfer an additional 5.8, and that is going to make us square. Anyway, guys, thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed, and I will see you next time.